2007 to 2012, gaming in general was in a golden age. We saw a ton of great game releases and even some franchises being revived back into the gaming industry. But one franchise that was really flexing its muscles at the time was the critically acclaimed Call of Duty franchise that took the world by storm, which all started with the release of the iconic Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And with that release, Halo 3 had its first ever real competitor, because not only was Call of Duty 4 really goddamn good, offering a memorable campaign and fun multiplayer, but it was also accessible to everyone, unlike Halo 3, which is an amazing game, don't get me wrong, but it was released exclusively for the Xbox 360 at the time, which meant PlayStation boys like me couldn't get their hands on Halo 3. And so that resulted in Activision gaining a lot of money. So, with the success of Call of Duty 4, Activision went ahead and gave the development for the next game over to Treyarch, which was one of the best decisions to ever be made in gaming history, because it spawned Call of Duty World at War. And just like the previous entry, COD World at War was astonishing, bringing the player back to the Second World War, but this time with a more realistic take on it. It was also the first Call of Duty to start another iconic game mode, Nazi Zombies. And holy balls, was it both terrifying and extremely fun, especially with friends. Prior to the release of the new Modern Warfare game, Modern Warfare 2 was one of the most controversial games ever. But I have no idea why. I don't know, I just can't seem to put my finger on it. Not only was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 controversial, but it was the first Call of Duty game to break the realistic tone. Instead, it went for the over-the-top action bullshit the COD games are known for nowadays, which is a bad thing in my opinion, and I'm happy that the new Modern Warfare game went back to Call of Duty's roots. Modern Warfare 2 was also one of the most unbalanced multiplayer experiences in COD history. Everyone was using intervisions, ACRs, and that bullshit knife bar. Not to mention how annoying explosives were. But despite its flaws, I still think that Modern Warfare 2 was a great game. It had a really good story twist, the co-op mode was so much fun, and while unbalanced, the multiplayer was also nice. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 might be the best COD game for a lot of people, because it pretty much had everything running for it. The setting, choosing the Cold War was a fantastic idea, with all the classified shit in the Vietnam War, Soviets and CIA, you get the point. It was nice. The multiplayer was also decent, it did its job right like every multiplayer. It was fun basically, but on the other hand, the zombies mode was improved so much that people started buying the game solely for it. And I can't blame them, it was honestly great. Oh, and let's not forget about the iconic campaign of Black Ops 1. I still see memes till this day about the Numbers Mason template. So that should tell you how iconic it is. And I know I'm using the word iconic a lot, but that's because it is iconic. So all in all, a great game packed with a ton of content. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 might be the worst COD game during COD's golden age, but it wasn't a bad game, it was just more Modern Warfare 2, which is acceptable, but if it wasn't for the campaign, I would have called this game downright average. Now yes, the multiplayer was the most balanced we've ever seen, however, it just didn't click with me, and I remember playing it just because it was the latest entry in the series. Black Ops 2 was the only game I ever pre-ordered, and it was worth every single penny in my opinion. It had a remarkable and unforgettable campaign, with lots of likable characters, it had multiple endings, and we also got the best zombie mode in any COD game in my opinion. And no, I'm not talking about Transit, while it is good in the eyes of other people, I personally did not like it. But Mob of the Dead, Origins, and Buried were all fantastic maps, especially Origins and Mob of the Dead. Now for the multiplayer, it was my most played COD multiplayer ever. Basically this game took over my life in 2012. That being said, Black Ops 2 was also the last good COD game for a lot of people, including me. Because after that, these atrocities came along and ruined everything basically. And just like that, Call of Duty's golden age had ended.